Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from Imola, ready to go for another night of Red Sox Racing League GTE Series. Kicking off here in just a few moments. Right now, qualifying is underway. Should be a fun one. Live from Imola. Looking forward to the race. Let me know who you got here in the chat. I'm your host, Adam Chapman, with you once again for this great night of racing. It should be a great night of racing. I'm looking forward to it. Do got the points. We're going to go over that here in just a few moments. Right now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and stick up the qualifying order that these guys are out there in, or qualifying position. There you go. Currently, Dave Hill on top of the board. Dave Hill probably, really, in all honesty, has one of the best chances to win this one. He was the fastest in the practices put on this week. So we'll see how he does. Currently on top right now with a 139.445. James Prostell Jr. out here in a different car than not. See how he does here. David Shutt also here tonight. Got to keep your eye on him. Got to keep your eye on Ross Booth. Got to keep your eye on Joe Burchett. Got to keep your eye on basically every one of these guys. Mark Wilson, Tommy Ryan, of course. We will be watching them very closely. So we'll see how they do. So I mentioned the points. I'm going to bring them up right now and go over them with you guys. Let's see. I'll find them. Here we go. So, points-wise. Now, I'm not counting the drop weeks with this. I will go over that here in just a moment. Without drop weeks, Ross Booth currently on top of the board here in the point standings. With Joe Burchett. Is that correct? Hold on a minute. I believe that is correct, yes. Yeah, that is correct. Okay, so without the drops, Ross Booth, Joe Burchett, David Berry, Tommy Ryan, Terry Dahl, Dave Hill is your top six. Joe Burchett only 2 points behind Ross Booth. However, with the drop week, Tommy Ryan will be your current leader. Joe Burchett will be third. Second place is going to go to David Shutt. So there's them two guys right there. Or them three guys is your top three. Fourth would go to Ross Booth, who is your regular points leader at the moment without drop weeks. So very unique how this works, but that is the point standings right now coming into this race. So there you go. Joe Burchett out on track. He was fastest in practice. Kind of slow right now for him. 140.203. See if he can improve here just a little bit on this lap. He was the winner last week at Daytona as well, so that's one reason why I want to focus on him a little bit here. Ross Booth jumping up to second. Mark Wilson currently third. Dave Hill currently top of the board. Mitch Heller, Tommy Ryan, and Dave Shutt, your top six. Joe Burchett, 139.635. It's going to move him up a little bit here to second place. Not bad at all. See if we can grab another one here in just a few moments. Let's jump back a little bit. Christopher Jimenez, currently 22nd in the number 72 BMW. See if he can improve. So this track's very tough, as you can tell. Next week we kind of go to a track that some guys are familiar with Canadian Tire Motorsports. That's going to be really fun. Looking forward to that. And then the last race of this season will be at Watkins Glen. So that's going to be really fun as well. Watkins Glen's going to be extremely fun. We do run the boot with that. So looking forward to running that race. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Track temp currently right now is at 82. So 82 degrees. I'm sitting here reading the chat. Very much looking forward to it. Here comes Christopher across the start finish line. Currently 23rd, 155, 584 first lap. Definitely not going to improve this lap. A little bit slower to be exact. It's okay. Mark Allen out on track. He has not put down a lap yet, so we're watching to see what kind of lap time he puts down in that Ferrari 488 GTE. One of my favorite cars actually to drive anyway. Keep seeing some guys swap back and forth on top of the board right now. Terry Dahl currently in 10th, John Koshuniak in 11th, David Berry in 12th, Mark Kudrowski currently in 13th. Waiting to see what Mark Allen can do. It's actually right on board a little bit here. Here's your good look. Oh, he's going to have some trouble here. This lap not going to count, so we're going to jump over to Robert Sneedville. Got an idea. Oh, he goes off track as well. Apparently, he right on board with guys. Not the way to go tonight, it seems like. John Koshuniak currently in 11th. Oh, fighting the car a little bit. We watched this race last year, or last season. I believe it was in here. We've seen this race, and that truck right there where he just exited, we've seen a lot of guys have trouble just like this. Okay, well, that's about as hard as a wreck you're going to see as Koshuniak gets a loose coming out of the corner. And he's just going to park it on top of the tire barriers a little bit. He'll be all right. The only thing about iRacing is that you can just reset your car and go straight back to the pits, come back out. 4 minutes remain here as Dave Hill currently on top of the board. You guys have had run-ins this season at Monza. I believe it was Monza anyway. Got Sam Cooper Bennett in the chat commenting, so questions or anything like that, you guys can ask. He knows about this place. I'm going to be honest. He knows about this track. He's very familiar with it. Had a crazy race last night over on the top field side of racing, or top field racing side of things in the IndyCar. Unfortunately for me, I got killed on the last lap, last corner, or turn 2 actually, but crazy race. Sam Cooper Bennett had to call over there on that one too. So tomorrow night we got 2 races for you guys. The iRacing East Series will be live, I think, from Daytona, and then right after that, the Western Super Series, K&N Series. That's going to be a fun one. And then here in a couple weeks, I believe we have our new series. Well, I don't want to say a new series because it's not a new series, but we got a very familiar series re-kicking off their new season with Byron Rodney. He will have the call for the NASCOM guys. He does a great job on broadcasting. Mitch Heller currently in 6th. Let's see what he could do. 139.898 his best lap. Will he improve? Will he not? Coming to the start-finish line. Looks pretty good. No, it does not quite enough. Kevin Riedel, currently 9th place right now. Very much. Has always been a favorite of mine, favors a driver who is precise. You are correct, by the way. I noticed that in practice. Like, I'm not, 100% familiar like, some of these guys are with this track, but in here watching practice, just the slightest mistake, it throws off the entire lap time. So that's one thing I've really noticed. David Berry out there at number 14. He ain't doing the greatest job. I'm actually surprised. David Berry's usually pretty fast. You see him right there having lots of trouble going over the little turtles, but he's going to sort of reset. Reed Rundle out here once again in a Porsche. He's got such a whine to it. Great views right here, by the way. We'll get all the track information and stuff like that here in just a few moments, guys. Still 1 minute remaining here. Reed right now sitting 15th with a 140.870. There's Joe Burchett right in front of him, has a little bit of trouble. Love the car that Reed throws out. It got a little bit of chrome look to it. A little bit of matte finish as well. Going down the hill. This right here was a turn I was very interested in. Right here, this left-hand turn. Right here. I feel like that right there is going to... We're going to see something happen there, I feel like. There are a couple of turns on here like that, actually. But Reed crosses the start-finish line. Does not improve his lap. I don't know if Joe Burchett's going to have time to cross or not. Yep, not going to have time to cross, so his lap not going to count anymore. David Shutt, Dave Hill, Ross Booth, Joe Burchett, Tommy Ryan. Ross going to have some time to finish here. We'll see what he can do. Looking to be a 139.197. It's a good lap there for the 10 car. Up the hill they climb. This is the turn I was really worried about, like right here. I feel like that turn right there is going to be really something special to watch out. We got to really watch that one tonight. Still watching Ross Booth to see if he can finish this lap and see if he can jump on top of the board. See if he can move up. Currently third. David Shutt, currently your pole leader here as we get set to go. So this race is only 30 minutes long. Keep that in mind. This is more of a sprint series. It's not really an endurance race. It's more of a sprint series. So that's what makes it kind of special, I think, for all these guys. The races are not too long, but they are long enough, which is good. So 30-minute timed event. So here we go. Ross Booth coming to the start-finish line, looking to be at 139.197. Does he do it? He does not. Not a bad lap. It's not enough to beat it. All right, so let's get everything up and running here. Oh, Joe Burchett's lap might actually count after all. It does, but it does not move him up, I do not think. It does not. All right, so that is all. That is everybody in qualifying. So, real fast look here at your track information. There you go, 17 turns, 81-degree track tip. That may change here once we advance here, so we'll keep this up just in case. Let's see if the track tip is going to change or not. But track tip should be good. I know it's showing 103. Just give it a second and let it update all the way, and it will. There you go, 81 degrees. So, yeah, track tip should be good. Everything looks like it's going to be good. As the grid has began here, we got to wait a few moments and wait for everybody to grid up. We got a lot of cars in here tonight, which is definitely not surprising, I don't think. If I'm not mistaken, we're actually gridding on some, we don't have to go all the way around here. So warming up the tires will be pretty crucial here to start. See if we can take a peek at some of these paints in here. So if you're not familiar with the Red Sox Racing League, one of the oldest leagues in all of our races, been around for almost 11 years now. Founded by John Henry, the co-owner of the Boston Red Sox, hence the name Red Sox Racing League. Pretty cool there. As we get set to start rolling off. Waiting on, I think, one more person to grid up. All right. I think we're ready. Turn one of this race is going to be very interesting to watch. As the field is rolling. So this race will not finish under night skies. Not in this one. We have had that happen a couple times before, though, which is always fun. Anxious to see when we go next week to Canadian Tire what's going to happen with that. Sim Racing Authority up front. The number 10 car. David Shutt. Let's see what happens. Another week. Ready to get checked off the list here from Imola as the pace car is in. The green flag set to wave. And I believe we got about 20 drivers in here ready to get this one underway. And we are waiting.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out in the air. We are racing. I forgot to cut my spotter off. It's okay though. We're racing here. Done into turn one. Very easy to make a mistake here in turn one and turn two. Battle up front. Jump back in here a little bit. Everybody gets single file for the most part. Here we go down here in the first little chicane. Dave Shutt. David Shutt, David Hill. Everybody's single file right now. Great move right there as they come off the corner. Up the hill they climb. Everybody's single file, really. Everybody really patient right there, so that's really nice to see. We see some aggressiveness. Oh, jump chat. Had some trouble locking up the brakes. He's going to give up some spots. See what happened here. Maybe he got a little bit too locked up on the brakes. Not sure what happened there. He just drops back a couple spots, so I have to work up a little bit. Definitely a big thing that happened there. Joe top 3 in points right now. And we work down the hill. Dave Hill trying to close the gap up. Ross Booth right in third as well as we are coming to complete lap number 1. And it will be the BMW leading the Ford versus Ferrari. It's top all board right in the middle of this one. Les Turner currently in the 13th position. Shooting the car right in front of him. So Reed running with a lot of damage. You also see right there a little bit of lockup on John Shodiak's car. I love this view right here though. Like you can see the stands and everything. That is probably the coolest view in all of iRacing that I've seen. Robert Steedville right behind him in the 14th or 15th position. We'll stay with this one right here for right now. Watching Les work with that Boston Red Sox. I believe he's got the Blue Jays on the side as well, car. This turn right here was tricky earlier in qualifying or just practice in general. I've seen a couple guys go off there quite a bit. Tommy Ryan currently in 4th place, trying to run down Ross Booth, last year's season champion. Started 5th, up 1 spot right now. Mitch Heller, Ryan Robertson, Joe Bichette picked up 1 spot. Mark Wilson has dropped back to 8th as well. As lap 2 complete. Keep in mind, guys, these guys do have to make one pit stop. So there will be a pit stop that happens around the midway point, maybe a little bit later. They only run 35% fuel load. So there is a required one-stop race that everybody has to do. And for people that's wondering, this is not a open setup. This is actually a fixed setup series. So that makes it pretty cool. These are actually using a baseline setups for every car in here. So that's pretty different. They make small little adjustments to the tire pressures to make sure they're kind of even with all the other cars. But you basically got to figure out which car you want to run for that week. If there is one car favorite, I guess. Anywhere, as you see right here, possibly a pass coming up for 6. Joe Burchett took a peek to the inside, not going to be able to get there on Ryan Robertson. Up front, Dave Hill, David Shutt. BMW versus Ford. Coming into a left-hand corner. I always thought this right here was the one corner where we could see some trouble. Just right to this little section. Right behind, you see Ross Booth turning on P3. Great view right here on board roof cam of Dave Hill. Into the chicane, gotta be careful. We see people run over the turtles earlier. It really had trouble. Terry Dahl moving up. Showing P8 right now, even though it's showing him in 9th, he is P8. Just getting around Kevin Rydell a moment ago. Mark Wilson will be the next car in front of him. "24 minutes still remaining. We're averaging around 19 laps. Averaging how many we're going to go. I may change a little bit here with pit stops and stuff, but look at his lap times. They're pretty impressive. 139. We'll see a little bit last time by. Having control of the field does help me that a little bit. Keep watching Burchett a little bit. He had that little incident earlier. We know he's fast. He was extremely fast in practice. Actually was the fastest in practice. You see him taking away 5th place after having that little incident. Reed Rundle. He's currently 12. This is one guy I thought would have a better night was David Barry. He is not having a night that he wanted. Started at 12th, back to 23rd, so something happened there on his car. Has dropped him back here a little bit. Currently running behind Ed Sutcliffe in the 21st position. Scott Hessler. Oh, Reed Rundle having some trouble here. Off the track. See what happened. He tries to get it around. He's got to wait, be patient. Now he's going to bring it around. He's got a little bit of damage here on the back of his car already. Which may have been something that happened with David Barry. I'm not sure if that was something to do with that or not. But here's what happened. Going down in here to turn. Remember, I guess this is turn 3. Oh, got the turtles. We see that a couple times. Practice it. I thought we would see it here in the race as well. Thank you guys. Reed Rundle drops all the way back to 23rd. Kevin Kyle back in the back as well. Running right in front of Dennis Griffin. Mark Allen may have had trouble. Not sure what happened here. It might take me just a moment to find this. Or did he just disconnect? Oh, let's see. Oh, he just pulled it off the track and shut it down and went ahead and towed. Not sure what happened. David Shutt, Dave Hill, first and second, nose to tail. These two have had quite a bit of a history this season. They've had a couple run-ins, I believe, at the first race of the season at Monza, or second race of the season. First and second right now, Dave Hill. Put down some flyers though. Currently trying to run on Mark Wilson. See Mark Wilson actually put some pressure on here on Mitch Heller for the sixth position as well. Joe Burchett is closing the gap on Tommy Ryan. Joe now showing P number 5. Mark Wilson said he wasn't very comfortable here. I think that could have been a little bit of a lie because he's done a pretty good job in the practice and the race itself. Currently running in 7th place. And just to let people know, it's 25 drivers that did start the race, in case anybody was wondering about that. Currently watching this one. Still this battle for the 6th position. Mitch Heller trying to hold on. This Mark Wilson. Mark Wilson in both of these guys actually in the BMW. And while this one on, Joe Burchett putting some pressure here on Tommy Ryan. This right here could be a big pass. I'm sure Joe knows it. Had that little bit of a trouble at the start of the race. He's done a good job recovering since. Down the hill, into the left-handers. Mark Wilson also looking to try to make a pass here. Oh, there may have been contact. Mitch Heller goes around. He's sitting there waiting. Now he's rolling. Let's see if there was contact between. Yep, definitely some contact between Mark Wilson and Mitch Heller. That's definitely not going to make Heller too happy. Pushing him all the way back to P10. We'll be watching that. Chet looking to the inside here, trying to make a pass. Not going to be able to get at this corner. Our lead, everybody kind of separate a little bit here. Got pit stops coming up very shortly. We are 17 minutes left here in this one. Like that 17 minutes and 30 seconds left in this one. We have completed 8 laps, or about to complete 8 laps. Here we go to a braking zone. Oh, leaning a little bit there on each other. Oh boy, that right there could have been close between both of them. Joe Burchett able to take that spot away though. Koshuniak now working on the back of Heller. Remember, we've seen Mitch get tapped a few moments ago from Mark Wilson. There we go. It should be a little bit better for you guys. Let me turn up my mic for you, just in case it's still low. I will fix that just in case. Wasn't very sure if it was super low or not. Hopefully a little bit better anyway. Maybe. It should be a little bit better. Should be just a little bit better for you guys as far as having the mic down turned a little bit too low. Sorry about that. Should be good though. Dave Shutt, Dave Hill, Ross Booth, Joe Burchett, Tommy Ryan, your top 5. With Mark Wilson and Terry Dahl in the 7th position. Should be coming up on some pit stops here in just a few moments. Should start seeing some guys pull down pit road. Les Turner has been on and off pit road. I do want to mention that. He has made his green flag pit stop. These guys do have to make one pit stop at least. And I hit the wrong button, guys. Sorry about that. Right here for 11th. Oh, we got Reed Rundle is on pit road. Yeah, I think it was on a pit stop is required. 100% have to take one. These guys only run. We got Robert Sneeville really slow right here. Hold on, something might have happened right here. Yeah, right there it goes. So that happened just now. But yeah, you do have to require one pit stop. They only run 35% field load, so there is a one stop penalty or one stop that you have to take. And another thing about this series that a lot of people do not know is, you know, the points wise, at the end of the race, these guys have to actually go all the way around the circuit to get back to pit lane. If you do not, it is a 4-point penalty. So you got to take that into consideration when making your pit stops to make sure you do have enough to get back around for that final pit stop, or after that final pit stop. We should be, honestly, coming up on pit stops. Yeah, all right, here we go. Dave Shutt coming down pit road. Hop on board there, Ness. Of course, these guys do have the pit limiter and stuff like that, so can cause issues, but here we go, watching him come down. And we've seen guys actually lose this race because of pit stops. Maybe having a little bit too long, even a second pit stop we've seen guys lose. Getting into your box a little bit too slow. But Tommy Ryan also on pit road. So Dave Hill takes the lead for now. And to give us an idea of how quick these guys are going to be on and off pit road, Dave Shutt actually has a really slow pit stop. He actually had 11.3 second pit stop. Tommy Ryan's pit stop is actually 2.5 seconds quicker that time. David Berry also on pit road. So David Shutt may have costed himself, you know, honestly, he could have cost himself the lead, being it was so close, depending on what happens right here once Hill stops. But this is going to be very interesting once we see Hill stop and once we see Ross Booth on pit road as well. So these guys should be coming to pit road here. I'm going to go ahead and say probably this time, honestly. We're averaging 9 laps to go, or 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Hill's not coming to pit road. Don't know if Booth is going to come this time. No, he will not. Joe Burchett may come down. He is coming down pit road. So we'll keep it on his pit stop. He just wrecked it on pit road. And he probably just jammed himself on pit road. He's basically going to have to straighten it up and back it all the way back. And this right here going to cost him a lot of spots on pit road. Not sure exactly what happened there. I don't know if he was 100% familiar where pit road was. And Terry Dahl, oh my goodness, Joe Burchett having all kinds of trouble right now. Backing up a little bit, and Terry Dahl there trying to get into his box, and Joe Burchett still working, trying to struggle with getting the car going in the right direction. That's tough. He was the fastest lap too. He was closing in. It's probably going to be considered one of his drop races that he will have. These guys do get one drop week, so after what possibly could have been a good day, probably not going to be the greatest now. So a bunch of guys is on pit road. Still waiting on our leader to hit pit road now. I believe that incident with Joe Burchett was just him trying to get everything he could and wasn't real sure where the slowdown cone was. And slammed his brakes on. That's what sent him around. I'm pretty sure that's what caused that. So he'll have a little bit of driving to get back up through there. But here's our race leader, bringing Ross Booth down as well. So will they be able to come out in front of David Shutt is going to be the question that I have for it. Mark Wilson coming down as well. Looks like Mark Drowski coming down as well. Yeah, Kevin Rydell coming down. So a bunch of guys coming down. Actually, it looks like everybody that's left is coming down this time. Good stop there for Dave Hill. 7.4 in the box. Dave Hill looking to lead lap number 4 for him. Ross Booth currently second. David Shutt, Tommy Ryan, Mark Kudrowski, your top 5. Crazy race though. When I first got the schedule for this series, I knew Daytona was on it, which was a fantastic race last week. We had a lot of good races on that schedule. This was one of the races that kind of stood out that's going to hurt some people, I think. Luckily, these guys do get a drop week. So if you don't do very well here, you can use that as your drop week. This was definitely one that stood out to me that was going to cause some issues. Of course, next week when we head to Canadian Tire, that could be another thing as well. Some guys are not very familiar with that track. That's a tough place to race too. Canadian Tire, a very fun place to race, but it is tricky. So that's going to be fun to watch some guys try to maneuver around there next week when we head there. And then, of course, when we head over to Watkins Glen, a lot of guys are familiar with it, but definitely a tricky track as well. We're currently watching our leader right now. Let's jump back a little bit here in the field. Everybody kind of spaced out just a little bit, so you know it's one of the things where it's hard to find actually any position battles. Mark Wilson working on right in front of him. Les Turner for the 16th position. There you see it. Les just going to let him have it. Jump up here a little bit. Mitch Heller and Terry Dahl. Mitch was really fast. Just had some trouble when he got tapped earlier from, I believe it was Wilson that may have tapped him. Four minutes and 45 seconds, or 5 laps, whichever comes first. Mitch Heller able to get around Terry Dahl just a moment ago, moving him up to 7th now. John Kushoniak and Ryan Robertson. Ryan had a little trouble right there. There we go. Kushoniak taking away the 9th position. Dave Hill, after all that pit stops and everything like that, out in front, started 2nd place. And is leading right now by 3.1 seconds. Have a little bit of trouble right there, but done a good job after the pit stops and all that. Three laps to go, or 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I believe we're going to hit the time limit first, most likely, so we'll be focused more on that and everything else, but be ready. As Dave Hill continuing to lead the way, the gap is closing just a little bit, but don't know if it's going to be enough time or not. Looking throughout the field, everybody is spaced out. So once again, guys, tomorrow night we'll be live, the iRacing East Series. I believe we are going to be at Daytona. I think. I'd have to double check, but I believe we're going to be at Daytona. And then the Western Super Series tomorrow night as well. Yeah, the time I got on my the ticker, like the thing, the live time, and it shows my time, how much I got. We can do the live time. It's just extremely weird how it's set up because sometimes it shows time, sometimes it don't. So it's one of those things. It's kind of, I don't know. It definitely could be way better. That's a given. But for right now, it is what we got. It shows the time sometimes. Sometimes it just chooses not to. I'm not really sure why. It's something with the program. But this right here should be the white flag lap, even though it's going to be showing 2 laps to go. So the white flag should be coming out here in just a few moments once some of these guys cross the line. And Tyler Tomasi, I hope you're feeling better. Well, he's fighting the flu, so he usually runs in here. Just unfortunately not tonight with him battling out. So know that feeling. It's kind of a crappy situation. Dave Hill is going to get the white flag this time. Oh, he actually is the white flag already, so he is actually coming to the win. So they did finally switch over as the time has ran out. So here we go, coming to the checkered flag. Dave Hill looking to pick up the win here from Imola with Ross Booth currently second. David Shutt currently third. Coming down the hill into the final 2 left-hand corners. It's just going to be a little bit easy here. No use to push the car. Don't want to get it too upset. Off turn 17, and it will be Dave Hill picking up the win here from Imola. There you go. Big win for him. Now he's got to drive all the way around, so keep that in mind. He's got to drive all the way on the track. Ross Booth's going to finish P2. David Shutt going to finish in P number 3. Tommy Ryan crossing the start-finish line. Going to finish P4. Kevin Rydell as well. Finish P5. 6th place going to go to Mark Kudrowski. Mitch Heller going to finish in P number 7. P number 8. We got Terry Dahl. Oh. That was a weird one. We said that these guys had some run-ins. David Shutt and Dave Hill. I'm not saying it was, but there you go. Dave Hill probably not happy because I believe that we'll consider it off-track. Because all the track cars are not finished, so. John Kashuniak, Terry Dahl finishes in 8th. John Kashuniak in 9th. Ryan Robertson 10th. So congratulations to Dave Hill picking up the victory here tonight. We're waiting to see if we have any other drivers come in for an interview. We may have one come in. But congratulations once again to Dave Hill picking up the win after leading actually 9 laps here in this one. So you see them driving all the way back to pit lane. That is what they have to do. If not, it's a 4-point penalty. It's pretty amazing pit stops played that big of a difference here tonight. I believe that cost a lot of people some spots, and don't want to say it gave Dave the win by any means, but definitely gave him the lead. So good for him. So waiting to see if anybody else comes out or it comes into the Discord so we can get an interview. That's kind of what we're waiting on right now. So basically we're just hanging out here for just a moment to get confirmation. Once again, next week these guys will be live from Canadian Tire Motorsports, so very much looking forward to that. That might be it, guys. I don't know if we're going to get anybody in here or not. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it for us here tonight. My thoughts on the race, pretty good, honestly. It kind of was different. I wasn't expecting the pit road to be that big of a factor, but it was. So that is what it is. But all in all, the race in itself was pretty solid. Looking forward to next week. Congratulations to our winner, Dave Hill, picking up the big win. But that is going to do it for me here tonight, guys. I hope everybody has a great night. Hopefully was able to provide some kind of entertainment for you guys. I'm Adam Chapman, host here at ESPN. That'll do it. Y'all have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless.